It's my proud and privilege. This call is now being recorded. To welcome our today's chief guest, Mr. Sargunam, for this one day, 1 week webinar series on recent trends in civil engineering. I'm proud to say he is my old student and doing well in the civil engineering field, performing very good in civil engineering field. Recently, he was working in KEF Katera in a prefabrication company. His details will be elaborated by the coordinator. Thank you, Sargunam, for accepting our invitation. It's a really proud and privilege for a Department of Civil Engineering. Now I invite Mr. Vignesh Kumar to introduce the guest to the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So, a very good morning to one and all present here. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce today's guest. So, our guest for today is Mr. Sargunam sir, is working in a KEF Katera India Private Limited, Bangalore, Saudi Arabia and USA as a quantity surveyor pre-contract since June 2018. He was instrumental in completing the KMCH Hospital project of 2 million square feet from starting to till the end. He has over 7 years of experience, extensive working experience in quantity surveying, project execution, and demonstrated experience in file foundation, mat foundation, water and sewage treatment plants. He also worked on precast construction starting from production, erection, site supervision, and execution of data centers, hospitals, medical college, hostels, and mid-rise and high-rise residential buildings. So finishing works, interior fit out, aluminum formwork, structural work, and retaining wall as well as. He has experience in various organizations including Super Ants Private Limited, Prestige Estate Project Limited, and Casa Grande Private Limited since 2015. He has been active team player in the entire spectrum of pre and post contract services. So he is well versed in AutoCAD 2D and 3D, Microsoft Excel, MS Word, MS PowerPoint, Outlook, and Costex. So he is a member of Royal Institution of Chartered Surveyors with the preliminary assessment route under the APC coverage from AIMS. So an energetic and confident person. So I take immense pleasure and welcome you, sir. So kindly take over the session, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Vignesh, for your warm welcome. And thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity which you have given to me. And going straight to our topic, today's topic, just sharing my screen. Can anybody confirm that? Can you able to see my screen?
So yes, screen is visible, sir.
Mr. Vignesh.
So it's visible, sir.
Yeah. Coming to a topic today, I'm going to take like precast concrete technology. Yeah. Thank you. So as Vignesh said, I was into this precast concrete technology for almost 4 years now. So to give a small brief again, like I was involved in this KMCH project in Coimbatore, which was my first precast project in the industry. Currently, I'm working as a quantity surveyor in the same company. So come to a precast, as you know, like it's a type of technology, like it's not like a regular construction technology which we are using to construct buildings or anything. So it's most of the materials, most of these column beams, what are the slabs, this will be pre-manufactured in the factory, and and we will do transportation to the site level, so wherever the site it is, and we will do the erection in the site level. So this is how the cycle goes on for this precast concrete technology construction. So starting from any type of building, comes commercial, residential, high-rise, mid-rise buildings. So whatever any type of configuration we can do with the precast concrete technology. like stay from mid-rise buildings starting from G+8 floors, or high-rise building G+25 floors. Also, we can go with a precast concrete technology. So to add another advantage about precast in India is like the Indian government has planned almost 98 smart cities across the country. So they have selected in Tamil Nadu also, like Madurai, Coimbatore, in Chennai, and in Tiruchi. They are planning for the smart cities, where the most of the elements will be made up of precast projects only. Most of the construction which they have planned. And in upcoming future also, we have a lot of scope for the precast construction. Even there are other type of construction which we are updating than the precast. Like if you can see, this volumetric type of construction is also getting boomed. So that is also added advantage for this precast construction. So there are now a lot of companies in India, and they are emerging companies. Many companies are there. I have just mentioned a few here, like Team Age, VME, Precast, and Tata Precast, L&T, and Godrej is also having their own plant, and even KEF Infra, which we call as a Katera. So there are a lot of companies emerging nowadays in India. So this is how the basic difference I have just made here. Like if you see for the first image, it's a cast institute building. So it's a normal regular building what we are using everywhere. Then we have updated to 2D precast elements. Like only we will just make these walls and we will just erect in the site level. Then we got upgraded. Then we made into prefabricated 3D modular. So entirely these wall systems will be made in the factory, and we'll just do the assembling like building blocks. Many of you have easily remember this one. So this is now getting more advantage in the construction technology. And not only precast elements like a column and beam. Apart from that, MEP also we are trying to do, and in many advanced countries, they are planning to do this one. Like they will make entire this shaft into a precast in the factory itself, and then they'll just do the erection at the site level alone. So this is also will give us a lot more advantage in the site level. Like time saving also will be there, and cost reduction also can be less. And main thing is the manpower. We can use the skilled manpower in the factory, and we can just assemble it in the site itself. So here I have mentioned some of the key projects which we did in India, starting from Lulu Mall. So it's a complex building. It's a mall actually. It's a 2 lakh square feet mall. So we have completed in 24 months of time, starting from construction of footing to till handing over. So this is next embassy. So this is IIT Park. It's a IIT building. So you can see the most of the buildings configuration will be more than 2 lakh square feet of area. So if you go with a regular conventional building, it will definitely take around 2 years or 2.5 years maybe to complete this entire more than 2.5 years to complete this entire project. But we have just made some reduction in the time, say 50% or 60% also we have made the reduction in the construction time, and we have just handed over these types of buildings. And you can see, as I said, so we can go with the G+25 25 floors also, we can go with precast concrete technology. So this project was done by L&T. It's in Mumbai. So this is for a government project actually. So you can see, so this is the main advantage of precast. So the time also will be, we can easily hand over to the clients with the given time, and cost also will be reduction in the cost. So here, this is our one of the best project which we did, which I was involved in this project, KMCH. So it's as I know many of you are aware of this project. So it's a hospital and residential building, and college building also is there. So this is a project from where I worked starting from foundation until handing over. So I was in charge for a residential block. So it was a ground plus 8 floor buildings. So then this is another project which is coming in Coimbatore itself. It's a JKNM. It's also a hospital college building. So these are other projects. This is also hospital. So we can do whatever the architecture give the elevation, any type of elevation we can go do with a precast also. 3D elevation we can make, 2D elevation we can make. So this is a data center project where we will do only, I will just show on cursor. So here in this project, we have done only these facades. We will call it as a external facades. So this entire core structure was done with a CAP, regular conventional building. But only these facades we have just made with the precast elements, and we have just erected in the site level. So this is another project, Vaishnavi Augusta, and this is for Bosch. For industrial building also we can make with a precast. So these are other some more key projects. So in Bangalore, if you come to Bangalore, you can see this Indira canteens all over Bangalore area. For each and every pin code, we have given erected one Indira canteens. It's a government project here. So this is a villa. So if you go to our factory in Krishnagiri, you can see this villa. So this is a model villa which we have just made for the customers. So this is one glass house. So I'll just give you a video. You can see. So this is a vision for Gulf country. So this is also a government project which we are currently doing in Gulf area, in across Saudi Arabia, in Mecca, Medina, in all over GCE countries. So we have just awarded with 4,000 villas for the construction for this government project. So each villa will be, you can see like within a 48 hours, we have just assembled here. Construction time is different. So it will be in the site factory, we will do the entire construction, just do the assemble at the site level. So this type of construction is like a precast with the volumetric construction. As I said before, in precast, it's an advanced construction type. So only this like volumetric box we will just assemble in the site, and we will do the finishing items like wiring. Most of the elements will be made in the factory itself. So on here, I can just show you a case study of a hospital building which we did in India. So this is also ground plus 5 core configuration building. So here you can see the sequence like from starting till end how we are planning this precast projects. So I can say from here, like this is a first stage of a precast building, starting from the column, precast column. Like this footing will be made up of with CIP elements. So it will be like a regular conventional building, what we are doing in the footing. So from the footing, it will start our precast elements. Will starting from the column, then beam will be there. Sorry. So after column beam, we will erect the beam. And these are all parts. So you can see like here we made with the MEP as a precast elements. So MEP also we made with the entirely in factory, and we just assemble inside. So one of the main disadvantage, if you say in precast, means like the joints, wherever we have this wet connections and we have joints at the slabs, and even in the beams also you will get some joints. Those joints should be treated very properly, so that in future there should not be any leakages, water leakages. It should not be there. So that is the main care we need to see while precast construction technology. So this is for another hospital which I have shown you. So entirely all this finishers, interiors, everything has been done by our team. So even you can see here, like it's a double height column. So you can make with a 6 meter or 10 meters column also we can construct. So if you see that entirely all facilities is available in that hospitals. So not only precast, so we were just concentrating on joineries also. So we have the joinery department in the same campus. So they are also helping our team to give the projects in the speed time, in the actual given time. So this is a factory in Krishnagiri. So you can see there are a lot of robots which we are using, which these are all imported from Germany and other foreign countries. So we have reduced the manpower, man force in the entire spectrum. So you can see these are the joinery products. So whatever the projects we take, we starting from execution till handing over, we'll do the entire spectrum. So entirely we'll take design and build projects only more for the projects. So you can see these are all the bathroom parts. So including all the fixtures, wirings, entirely will be done in the factory itself. You can see here, you can see the lifting hook. So with the help of this lifting hook, we will just lift it and do erection in the site. So only these doors will be balance items. So these doors will be fixed in the site level. And you can see here, these are the tie rods. So these rods we will be anchoring into the existing slab in the site, and we will do the concreting so that there won't be any movement of these parts in future. So you can see the interior of this part, including all these fixings, waterproofing, entirely will be done in the factory itself. So these are the shaft samples which we did in pod itself. But most of the times now we are only going with a conventional type. So since there will be some errors in the site, so this we have planned in the site execution only for erection of the shafts. So not only bathroom pots, like even for hotel pots or kitchen pots, anything can be made in the factory itself. So these are for hotels, including these carpet fixtures, wallpaper, ceilings, entirely will be made in the factory itself. So coming to just to give you some brief about conventional and precast construction. Here I have just made a tabular for you for easy understanding. So starting from project completion till handing over, what are the disadvantage we have and advantage we have, I just mentioned here. Starting from, if you say timelines, so we can say 30 to 40% time savings we can make, as I said earlier. Then for structural stability, we starting from the concrete grade like M40, so that will be the minimum grade which we are using in precast concrete technology. But for in the regular conventional, we starting from M20 also we are using, and for slab maximum we'll go with M30 only. But here we will go with till M60 and even M80 we have achieved. Depends upon the project designs and specifications. And for if you say maintenance purpose, it's a regular building, conventional building definitely is required. And here you can just negligible, because if you do proper queuing the factory and all this regular all the QC checks have been done, then it's maintenance will be very less compared to conventional buildings. And if you go with the plastering, definitely plastering is not required for precast products, any products, column, beam, slabs. So everything will be smooth finished in the factory itself. So there is no requirement of plastering will be there. And I have mentioned for MEP. And for like if you go with the manpower, then same again. Unskilled manpower is required for conventional buildings in large numbers. Even not only manpowers like scaffolding materials, then props, and all those materials are required in large numbers in site in conventional building. But in precast, if you see, there will be only a manpower only will be there. There will be no props, no column shuttering, nothing will be there. So you can see the reduction of the materials in a good numbers. I can just show you some more projects video how we did in this is Lulu Mall in Lucknow. So here, if you see, like we are using a technology also, like a BIM 3D and read model also we are making for all the projects which we are using, so that the errors will be can be reduced negligibly. Sorry. So this is one of the Lulu shopping mall. It's in Kerala. Actually. Yeah, I can just explain about this project. So it's a G plus 8 floor residential building. So if you can see here, like entirely starting from foundation till terrace tank, we have made this project. Even from these window glazings, windows, and all these external works which are done by our same team, so that there won't be any external vendors in these projects. You can see, like, for this project we have gone with a conventional type of water tanks, but in some projects we have done with precast elements also. There are also some advantage and disadvantage for water tank structure. So, like, if you can see, these are the facades. I can just show you. These are all 2D facades. You can see, like, here only the projection of slabs will be there. This is one of the very beautiful project we did. This is an initial project, first project we did in India. This we call as a smart apartments. So this we are proposing for the government projects in across pan India. So like here, already the designs and the entire things are designed by our team, and only the thing the government needs to give us a land for construction of this type of projects in a very fast span manner. And here I have just I can show you some how the elements are produced in the factory. So starting from double wall. So this is one structural elements which we are mostly using in the precast projects. All this reinforcement works entirely has been done by machineries only. This we call is a lattice girder. And there's a creation of mesh. Maximum it will be 150 mm center to center spacing. So after this reinforcement, it will be laid in tilting table. So once this one layer is cured, then we will just tilt the table. So after curing, so we are doing only steam curing in the factory. So this double walls will be mostly with the load bearing walls only. This double walls will take the load. So most it leaves starting from the 150 mm thick till 500 mm thickness, we can make this double wall. So you can see this hollow space. This activity, this infilling activity will be done in the site level. So like I can say make itself wet connection activities and this infilling, then screening. We have to do in the site itself. For hollow core slab. So this is a major item which we are using in all precast projects. So, this is how we start the preparation of the bed. Maximum width of the hollow core slab will be 1.2, 1.5 meter. So whatever the required length of the span, we can just cut the hollow slabs. You can see here this end of this hollow core slab will be covered with a end cap. We will call it, with is made up of plastics or PVC. So at the site level, we'll just close this gap and we will do the erection. So maximum this length of the one second. This length of the slabs may be vary, depends upon the projects and the span length. And this thickness will starting from 150 mm till 500 mm. We will just we can do it based upon the design and load criteria. This is how hollow core slab will be produced. Apart from this beam, columns, all this will be the regular shuttering and mold tables. And thank you all for this wonderful opportunity for giving me. So this is from my end.
Thank you so much, sir. So it's a really informative session, sir. So participants, if you have any queries, so please ask now.
I got some questions. Okay, someone wants this PDF. Yeah, sure. I will just share this PDF after this call. And apart from this, any question from your end?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Jitesh.
Hello.
Yeah, Jitesh. Go ahead.
What is the scope of precast structure in earthquake resistant dual hive? So because it's little complicated to say that there is chances of foundation settlement in
Okay.
earthquake resistant. Yes. please.
Jitesh, your voice is breaking. Sorry, can you repeat again?
Yes, sir. I want to know that
Okay.
in earthquake resistant zone 5, what is possibility of precast building? Because there is a chances of settlement of foundation.
Yeah, correct.
Precast
Correct.
structure.
Yeah. Yeah, like before you
How?
are going to, before you going to any project, so we will just get the soil reports from the clients or the contractor, whoever it is. So based upon the soil report, we will just go with our design for the footings. Then we can avoid the soil settlements in future.
So participants, if you have any other queries? So I think there are no queries, sir. So we can wind up the session, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So, okay. So thank you so much, sir, for your spending valuable time and providing a wonderful information, sir.
Thank you. And
So,
thank
sir,
you, ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity for giving me
okay,
to
sir.
speak with you.
So one more question in the chat box, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can precast structure is used in residential building? What is the cost analysis for residential building compared with normal concrete to precast concrete?
Okay, for if conventional building, if you say like you can construct in 2,000 rupees per square feet, including finishes and all these things. If you go with the precast, it will reach around till 3,200 per square feet. So maximum the cost will be comparatively high compared to conventional building.
Okay, so okay. So thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So okay, please. So participants, kindly fill the attendance link for day 2 section is posted in the chat box. So participants, kindly fill the attendance link is posted in chat box. So kindly join the tomorrow day 3 section by 10:30 a.m. by same Google Meet link ID to be followed. So thank you all for active participation in the second day of webinar series. Thank you all.